Rugland's Armoured Orcs, the Spike Can Commandos. The Crooked Eye Orcs had travelled many miles westward to the old world, suffering the sniping of mountain goblins, incessant rain, and the endless whining of Bambrag, featured here, their incontinent shaman. Once they skirted a ruined dwarfhold, fear of spirits kept them from sheltering inside, but a single orc hero named Rugland had dared to enter. He returned unharmed, but had not spoken since and stared blankly into space. The orcs huddled in the rain before a rough stone wall across a narrow pass, while Chief Gudruck Bonechewer yelled at a figure on the battlements. "Stupid!" he screamed. "Do we look like Chaos Boys?" "Zog off!" echoed the reply. Gudruck returned to the tribe, dodging the hail of stones and garbage that accompanied this witty riposte. "Listen," he said, "them cockeyed gobbos reckon the Chaos Boys took everything over. They ain't coming out and they ain't letting nothing through. They got bows and rocks and spears and stuff. If we was to try and get 'em, they'd crump us to bits." He thought for a while. "We need volunteers," he announced at length. His warriors developed a sudden and compelling interest in the ground at their feet. "Or armour," whined Bambrag. "Couldn't touch us if we had cans like real Chaos Boys." "We ain't got cans, have we, Trickle Legs?" snarled Gudruck. "Cans just lying where they dropped, all black and spiky." It was Rugland who spoke. Gudruck gave him a good shake to speed the recovery of his senses, and he continued dreamily. "Down this stunty hole, lots of rooms lost. Big room, big enough to stand up in, big pile of bones and gear. Spiky stunties and regular ones wiped each other out." "Yes," said Gudruck. "We'll have some of that. Come on, boys, it's goblin gizzard for supper." A swift expedition returned to the dwarf hold. The ill-fitting plates were roughly hammered into shape and held together with whatever came to hand. By nightfall, a small unit of armoured warriors was ready. As the gear's discoverer and the bravest, meanest, and certainly the most stupid orc, Rugland was made leader. At Gudruck's suggestion, Bambrag became the regimental musician, or the xylobone, a traditional orcish instrument, and Maggot, Gudruck's youngest and most irritating whelp, joined the ranks as standard bearer. The most frequent battle cry is a repetitive chant of "Gobbo for tea, gobbo for tea, gobbo, gobbo, gobbo for tea," with stunty ooman and so on being substituted for gobbo as appropriate. The tribe feasted upon goblin flesh long into the night, all except for Rugland, who couldn't get his helmet off and was reduced to sucking broth through a straw. The commandos' first victory led to many more as they pushed across the World's Edge mountains towards the old world. Most of these were over-isolated goblin strongholds, and he remembered only in the stories and drinking songs of the Crooked Eye Orcs, and then in versions which are probably wildly exaggerated. One confirmed exploit was the storming of Carrick Bazik, an outlier to the great dwarven settlement of Zufbar, when the dwarves were obliged to abandon the dwarfhold and cave in a series of connecting tunnels to cover their retreat. Gudruck Bonechewer 71 points, Rugland 38, Trooper 12.5, Musician 24, Standard 24. There is no uniform as such. The commandos are dressed in a wide and miscellaneous range of armour. The commandos never bothered to repaint their shields to a standard design, so this varies wildly. Gudruck Bonechewer is a level 10 orc hero. He's equipped with heavy armour and a two-handed sword. Rugland is a level 5 orc hero, equipped with heavy armour, a shield, and armed with two swords. Note that the shield provides no protection when fighting two-handed. Saving throw 4, 5, 6, 5, 6 when using both swords. Armoured Orc Warrior. The regiment is equipped with heavy armour, shields, swords, crossbows, and iron-hafted dwarf halberds. Note that shields provide no protection when fighting two-handed. And there we have it. One of the first regiments of Renown, Rugland's Armoured Orcs, painted today, February 16th, 2026. Original Orcs from Games Workshop, Warhammer, Citadel Miniatures. Back in, have we got a date on this box? 1987. And the flag is a little edition of my cousin's. And I've just read you all the spiel that comes on the box at the back. It's got stats, it's got a little bit of fluff. It's even got a painting guide up here. And a suggestion of where to put the crossbows. They're just drying at the moment. And that is Rugland's Armoured Orcs.